guys, so this is what if werewolves were in Young Justice Part 1. Now, basically, lately I've been doing a lot of Young Justice what ifs, and that's really gonna be where I'm gonna be doing a lot of my what if. So I'm gonna be doing Young Justice what ifs, My Hero Academia what ifs, and also Young and Invincible what ifs. And that's basically gonna be like the main three what ifs I'm gonna be making off of. So yeah. Also, guys, I do request on any type of what if anime. So, it could be a what if on some sort of anime. I don't know, Killikin, or I don't know, XDXD. I don't know. So basically, let's get ready. Let's get right into the story. Now, before I go any farther, now guys, you might not get a lot, from my channel for the next 3 weeks because I'm gonna be uploading. You maybe won't get a lot of what ifs from me because I'm going to be on vacation in a different country for about 3 weeks. So I'm just going to be trying to upload as much videos as I can tonight. At least like 3 or 2. So let's get ready. What if werewolves were in, well, Young Justice? Now, basically, I was thinking about this and I wanted to do this with a little bit of oomph. Now, I got an idea from one of my friends on Discord, but I just threw that idea that, room because I hated that idea. And honestly, I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I just didn't do it. I just didn't do it. So, let's get into it. What if werewolves were in Young Justice? Now, we start our story off with a boy named Rex. Now, pretty much this will be a teenager about 16 or 15, or 15 and a half. Basically, him going to be turning 16 in about 4 weeks. Oh no, 4 months. So basically, Rex is just gonna be a made-up character. He's gonna be our main werewolf in this what if. Now, Rex will be a 15-year-old, a 15 and a half-year-old boy. I'm just gonna say 15. Basically, working at a diner. Now, this diner would be near the countryside, near Smallville. Basically, Rex would be working there late at night one day, and Rex will be working there for about 5 months since the day he signed up to get some extra money for his parents. Now, basically, Rex would be super into, like, super, pretty much, well, he'll be, like, gawking over, pretty much, the Young Justice, or metahumans. Now, basically, Rex will not be in the picture until season 3, actually. So Rex wouldn't be in Young Justice until season 3. Now, basically, Rex would be obsessed with the Outsiders and really like the Outsiders a lot. So Rex would be taking out the trash in the back one night, basically putting them in the trash can. Rex was about to walk back into the cabin or the bar he was working at, the shack he was working at. It's like Steak and Shake or something like that type of shack. Pretty much he was about to walk in, but he heard growling. Now it was a full moon, and Rex was a pretty superstitious guy. So the first thing that popped in his mind was some sort of werewolf. But Rex got that idea pretty much nipped in the bud because, he's not that superstitious and not, gullible to think off the bat that that could be a werewolf. So he just thinks it's some sort of dog. So he walks towards it, trying to see why it's growling, seeing if maybe it's, growling at some sort of dead animal, like maybe it's like, I don't know, hurt or something. So basically, Rex starts walking around the corner looking, and he sees bright glowing yellow eyes and silver glistening fur from the moonlight. Pretty much seeing a huge behemoth of a wolf. Now, pretty much Rex steps back for a second looking at it, and the wolf comes closer towards Rex each time Rex steps back. Rex eventually stops stepping back slowly and starts running back into the bar, but Rex is too slow, and he gets pounced into the pretty much, well, trash can, up against the trash can, starting to get clawed at and bit into the leg and arm. Pretty much him being mauled by this. Now he yells out in pain, and the owner or the other two people that are working there, they're about we're about 18. Pretty much run out there, seeing Rex getting muzzled or some sort of getting pounced or, well, mauled by some sort of weird looking humanoid wolf creature, thinking it's some sort of metahuman. They say leave him alone, pretty much throwing a huge amount of trash from trash bags at the beast. The beast gets disorientated pretty much from the sun, from the light that's coming from the diner, and pretty much sprints off, leaving Rex there. Rex bleeding out and about to fade out of consciousness, and he does. Rex wakes up the next morning in the hospital. Rex will be in the hospital at this point, basically being super, pretty much patched up and saying that the doctors said that if the biting was any deeper, it would have taken all your legs. It would have took your leg off and your wrist. Pretty much, Eric's saying, "What do you mean?" Pretty much taking out the bandages on the left arm where the wolf bit him the first time, seeing that it's completely healed. They're stunned. His friends are stunned, and pretty much say what happened and saying you healed completely. Now Rex says, "I think that thing that attacked me was a werewolf." His friends start laughing at him, saying, "A werewolf? It was probably some sort of metahuman. It can't be a werewolf." Pretty much, Rex says, "How do you explain me healing so fast, and how that thing, we haven't seen it in, like, pretty much ever, and it just came out on the full moon. It attacked me, bit me, and now I'm healing incredibly fast." Pretty much, his friends say, "Okay, call me when you start transforming on the full moon." Pretty much leaving him in the room, saying to, get better. Pretty much closing the door. His friends not really believing him, trying to cut out the fact that he may be a better human. So basically, his friend comes back and says, "If you really think he's a werewolf, just go to the voodoo doctor across the street." Now, the voodoo doctor would be in a neighboring town next to Smallville, and basically Rex would be kind of superstitious, but Rex wouldn't go there completely. But Rex wouldn't really be sold completely on the fact that he's a werewolf, or he may be a werewolf. So Rex gets up and walks around the hospital bed, or walks around the hospital room, seeing that all of his scars and cuts and bruises that the doctors saw when he was brought in were all gone and completely healed, like nothing happened to him. So Rex walked out, pretty much sneaking out of the hospital, taking the clothes that he was attacked in, just wearing a black hoodie, black ripped up jeans, and some sort of black Nikes. So Rex walks out there and pretty much walks off into the, well, pretty much town in the Smallville. Then basically, Rex starts walking off again and again, and eventually comes and gets to the voodoo doctor. Now he's about to walk towards the voodoo doctor's door and open it, but he says this is stupid and walks off, pretty much walking back home. Rex just thinking maybe it was just some sort of adrenaline and I just healed fast something. So Rex just went back to sleep, waiting for the next day to, get a checkup from the doctors to see if, if he got any rabies. The doctors didn't even check for, or even checked Rex to even have rabies, so they didn't even know. So Rex would be asleep, dreaming about, ripping the people apart, him transforming in the middle of the moon, and him seeing himself in the mirror. A big, a big, gingered hair, giant wolf monster looking in the mirror, howling pretty much at full strength, having all these ripped up bodies behind it. Rex wakes up and pretty much starts panicking, breathing hard. Rex gets up and says, "What's happening to me?" Rex looking at his hands, feeling kind of different. Looks at his hands closer, and he feels goosebumps go around his body, and he's confused why he feels so much better. So Rex goes outside that night and starts walking around. And then he starts running, and Rex finds out he's running way faster than any human should ever get to. Running fast as maybe a metahuman. So Rex starts running faster and faster and faster, and reaching speeds 2 times faster than a normal wolf. Pretty much being incredibly fast. Him yelling out, "This is amazing," jumping up and down through trees and woods and wilderness, pretty much running into an actual wolf. He looks at it for a quick second, it bowing down to him. Rex is kind of confused, but runs off, enjoying his newfound abilities. Him finding out he's really durable and strong by him running into a whole entire oak tree, breaking it in two, and him getting back up without a single scratch, but being kind of bruised up. So, Rex looks at his hands and sees that the bruise is healing pretty quickly. Pretty much, Rex starts walking around the wilderness, punching trees in between, chopping them into, pretty much seeing that he's pretty strong. Him chopping one tree in between, him two, seeing his claws or his wolf nails come out. Him looking at his hands, being confused. But him being completely convinced that he's a werewolf. So he tries to do some superstition or some werewolf weaknesses that he should have if he's a werewolf. So very much Rex goes to a metal store and pretty much picks up some silver, but when he picks it up trying to buy it, it burns his hand, smoke coming off of his hand. Pretty much Rex steps back and looks at his hand closer, seeing it's some sort of burn mark on his hands. His hands aren't healing as fast as his normal wounds would, but they're healing nonetheless pretty quickly. So, he pretty much walks off, being totally convinced that he's a werewolf. Him pretty much running off. So, Rex runs back to the voodoo doctor and pretty much walks in there. He had talked with the old lady that was there, and the old lady gives him some sort of pretty much premonition that those that seek power will not get it, but those that will seek forgiveness will. Pretty much Rex is kind of confused by this, but he'll pretty much get this when he kills somebody. Now, basically, Rex goes back to his house, pretty much looking on the news, seeing that the outsiders have stopped another crime. Pretty much Rex thinking that this is a good time. Maybe I should, well, try to join the outsiders. So pretty much Rex goes on a trip to, well, Metropolis. And basically him telling his parents, I'm gonna go on a little trip because I just feel weird here after getting attacked by that wolf last night. Oh, that couple nights ago. Pretty much his parents saying, okay, but be safe out there. Giving him some money, about $400. Pretty much Rex rocking out of the house and going on his journey. Catches a bus and pretty much catches some taxis going to pretty much Metropolis. He gets to Metropolis, and when he gets to Metropolis, he's been there for about a week, and he sees one event when Superman pretty much stops or is stopping a villain, and this villain would be Parasite. Now, pretty much, Superman will be fighting him for a pretty long time, him losing the fight, but about to pretty much get knocked out. But Rex sees this still in a red hoodie and pretty much black jeans and red Nikes, pretty much running towards Parasite at full speed, pretty much kicking Parasite into a middle pole. Parasite being fell into the ground. Parasite throws the middle pole that he got, kicked through, throws it at Rex, and Rex catches it without a single breath wasted. Pretty much Rex being super impressed that his reaction speed is so fast. Him not actually knowing that his reaction speed was fast. So Rex looks up and sees that Parasite's right in front of him, about to touch him. But Rex growls and his eyes turn bright yellow, him becoming a little bit stronger, and him grabbing Parasite from the arms, throwing him in the ground and ripping off both of his arms. Parasite was yelling out in pain, and in that quick second, Rex was completely enveloped into with his wolf mind, crushing Parasite's head. Now, Superman was super, well, shocked that this kid just killed a villain on the spot. Pretty much, Superman looking at Rex's eyes, seeing they're bright yellow, pretty much Rex passing out. Rex wakes up the next day in some sort of ancient hospital. Basically, this hospital being the pretty much recovery place where the, well, outsiders recover or get healed at. Pretty much impulses outside the door. Pretty much talking about how this kid literally killed Parasite faster than Superman could ever do. Pretty much, Blue Beetle says, no, not Blue Beetle. Pretty much, Robin says to leave him alone, saying that he's probably super tired. Pretty much, Rex says, I can hear you. Pretty much opening the door and seeing it's you, Robin. Pretty much, Robin says, yeah, it's me. Pretty much, Rex looking at him closer and says, oh, it's the new Robin. Pretty much, Tim being kind of, sad, saying, oh, I didn't know I wasn't that. I didn't know I was not that popular. I thought a lot of guys liked me. A lot of people liked me. Pretty much, Rex says, no, a lot of people like the, OG Robin. So basically, Tim says, oh, okay. Pretty much, Impulse saying, wow, that's total crash, bro. So basically, pretty much, Impulse starts talking to Rex, pretty much making jokes for him and saying, "So how did you do that? You touched, Parasite without him sucking any life out of you." Pretty much, Rex says, "I don't know. I don't remember anything. I ran over there to help Superman, and then my mind went blank." So basically, they're kind of confused, but they get stopped. And Superman's in the hallway, pretty much asking them to leave. And Superman walking over to Rex, asking him, when did you get your powers? Or get your metagene activated? Pretty much, Rex says, I don't have a metagene, it's a curse. Well, not really a curse, it's a werewolf. I'm a werewolf. Pretty much, Superman saying, I've dealt with a lot of things. Aliens, time-traveling villains, parasites, even reincarnations of me in different versions of me. Not once in my whole entire existence of living, my whole entire years of being here, I've never heard of anything so weird and so obscure as a werewolf. Pretty much, Rex says, "Let me show you. Get some silver or some sort of wolf mythology weakness." Pretty much, Batman walks in saying that if the kid's telling the truth, he'll he'll burn, and pretty much throwing a silver batarang towards Rex. Rex catches it, but his hand burns. His hand burns on impact, or the second he touches it, him yelling out in pain, seeing his hand being burned. Superman steps back and saying, "It's real. Werewolves are real." Pretty much Rex saying, "Yeah, I got turned 3 weeks ago." Pretty much Rex saying that, well, I want to join the Outsiders. I have strength. I don't really have that much training, but maybe you guys can help me. Pretty much Superman saying, well, he's not a metahuman, and also, he did save my life, so pretty much Batman says, let me think it through with the rest of the Justice League, and also the rest of the Outsiders. Basically talking to the rest of them. Now, we start our story off with Rex joining the team, or the group, on episode 9. Pretty much Rex arrives with Geo-Force, Beetle, or whatever his name is, with pretty much the bike. Pretty much showing up there with all the rest of them. Pretty much Rex, this being Rex's first mission. Rex being dressed up in some sort of, pretty much his suit would be something like this, but fingerless gloves, the spider logo being replaced with a wolf logo, a wolf head type of logo, and the whole entire hood and mask just gone with just Rex's face. So basically, Rex will be ready, and this suit would basically just be a suit to stretch to Rex's proportions if Rex was ever able to was ever transformed. Now Rex hasn't transformed or fully transformed since he's been transformed. So basically, tonight would be a full moon, and Rex would transform for the first time. Now, Rex already thought the werewolf curse was already not even a curse because he has these super cool abilities and powers and senses were hiding to 100. Now, Rex also had attractable claws and he can heal faster than other people, or faster than humans. So basically, Rex got ready, and everybody got started. Now Rex would have some sort of red sunshades, kind of like Cyclops' sunshades. So pretty much everything that happened originally, pretty much the Doctor meets pretty much hugs Gabrielle, and all that other stuff. So basically, the Doctor sees Rex and says, "So this is the boy I've been hearing about, the werewolf, the real life one." Pretty much Rex says, "Yeah, I'm Rex. I'm a werewolf." Da-da. Now, you're probably wondering what else is out there. I don't really know, I've only been a werewolf for 3 weeks. Pretty much her saying, "So this is your first time here, or out on the field, or training." So basically, Rex says, "Yeah, first time ever, pretty much being near other super people, or other meta-humans like me." So basically, Forager says, "Yes, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Forager. You are Rex." Forager meets Rex. Forager is happy. Blah, blah, blah. It's just talking weird. So basically, Rex says, "Yeah, why are you talking to third person? Or the second person?" Basically, Forager says, "What do you mean?" Rex says, never mind. Just letting go of Forager's hand after shaking him. Or shaking his hand. Pretty much when the Doctor is talking to Geoforce, a sniper misses and tries to shoot them. Pretty much Halo dodging the bullets, but Rex pretty much looking around, sniffing out the scent of the shooter, seeing where it's coming from. Pretty much Rex runs over to the shooter, but gets shot in the leg, falling down to the ground, seeing that the bullet was silver. Him yelling out in pain, trying to get it out with his claws, but Forager running over to him, picking it out for him. Rex yelling out in pain because Forager's fingers are pretty big. Pretty much Rex saying thank you, him slowly healing, but saying you had to, help the others. So basically, Forager says, "I think we're being tested, or we are being tested." Basically, Rex saying, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I just failed because I just, took a bullet like a champ." Pretty much, Forager saying, "Look, you already done healing. It already being like 50 seconds, or like being 9 seconds since he got shot by a silver bullet, but him staying up, still feeling the pain of the silver bullet, him still internally bleeding from the bullet. He gets up, limping a little bit, but pretty much limping really fast towards the shooter. The shooter shoots back at Rex, but Rex dodges most of the bullets with his heightened senses, hearing the bullet or the gun already getting reloaded each time the bullet goes off. Pretty much Rex hiding up some cover, hiding behind a rock. Pretty much him trying to focus his power or all of his, energy into healing faster in his leg. So the rest of the team start charging toward the shooter, and they eventually pretty much. So basically, when they are about to get towards Nightwing pretty much takes all of them down, or mainly shoots, straight up shoots. What was it? Shoots. What was it? Geoforce. Basically, everybody's saying, "Are you insane?" But Black Lightning saying, Nightwing was just using, rubber bullets. But Rex yelling out, "He used silver bullets on me, and those things can actually kill me, or not let me heal fast enough." Rex gets up, limping a little bit, still being hurt by the silver bullet. Pretty much, Nightwing saying, "Sorry, kid. I just knew you wouldn't stop with a normal rubber bullet, and if you got shot first, you would give away that, I'm not actually using real bullets, and they wouldn't try hard enough, or harder." Basically saying, "But good. And you're pretty fast. I almost missed your leg." So basically, Rex saying, "Yeah, right." Pretty much him limping, Nightwing helping him down the cliff, or down the rocky plane back towards the group. Pretty much Geoforce gets an F. Forager and Halo gets an A plus in adaptability and all that other stuff, and pretty much Rex gets a B, just a B, not a B plus, just a B because Rex was the first one to jump in at first, pretty much trying to get the situation done, but not really thinking it through. Also, him not actually thinking it through that the shooter actually knew his weakness, him not really caring, and him not really focusing on the bullets. So pretty much, Nightwing just gives him a B, and Nightwing almost gave him a C, but he was able to get some help from his partner, and also, you know, not like do anything. He just acted first, so he just got a B minus. So basically, pretty much Nightwing and Geoforce start arguing after the whole entire, great thing. Pretty much Rex just staying quiet, saying, whispering to Vordra that this is getting kind of, spicy or heated right now. Pretty much after they start arguing, and pretty much some sort of being or some sort of creature pretty much flies down, making a crater, sending everybody flying, and Forger being on the floor. Pretty much Rex is the first one to actually get up, looking through the smoke with his enhanced vision, seeing some sort of gray-skinned creature. He's pretty much seeing it's Lobo from the news he watched a couple months back, or a couple years back, whatever. Basically, Lobo sees pretty much Rex and says, "Huh, a werewolf. I haven't seen one. Last time I saw one was on Krypton." Now, if you don't know, it actually is a werewolf or some sort of werewolf what was it? Like thropogy or whatever, pretty much. Um, lycanthrope or pretty much werewolf powers actually are a thing for a werewolf or for a Kryptonian werewolf. Kryptonian werewolf is a thing, and he has a whole video on his history on YouTube to just look that up after you watch this video. So yeah, pretty much Rex hears Lobo pretty much change his what was it translator saying the main man has a bounty. All I want to do, or all I need to do, is kill that bug, pointing towards foragers, saying that all the rest of you can leave. Pretty much saying, not gonna happen. Boy saying that. Pretty much Lobo saying, fine by me. Cracking his knuckles, walking towards them, about to fight all of them. Pretty much Lobo starts folding, and I mean straight up folding all the whole entire group. Pretty much straight up pummeling Superboy when the Doctor and Black Lightning pretty much tells the Doctor to get out of here, so she doesn't get hurt because she doesn't have any powers or some sort of healing factor like Rex does. So Rex starts going at Lobo after that scene, pretty much running towards Lobo, but Lobo grabbing him by the head, chucking him into the wall, saying, "Stay down, mutt." Pretty much Rex getting back up and said, "What did you call me?" Him going back into his wolf frenzy, his eyes glowing bright yellow. Pretty much Forger hearing about the whole entire bright yellow thing. Pretty much, uh, what was it? Pretty much, well, Halo hearing about that too, pretty much backing off, letting Rex run towards Lobo. Lobo sees Rex coming towards him, and Rex pounces Lobo down to the ground. Lobo being super surprised how strong he is. Pretty much him getting pummeled back and forth, getting punched in the face again and again. Lobo gets the upper hand, obviously saying that, "Is that all you got? Impressive, but really?" Pretty much throwing Rex into the wall, knocking him out cold. Pretty much Rex being kicked out of his, or knocked out of his wolf frenzy. So, pretty much Superboy gets punched in the face, but says Maneuver 16 and the motorcycle or whatever ship Superboy has starts shooting lasers at Lobo. Lobo shows that some sort of pain is being caused by the robot or the lasers, pretty much getting super angry by this. Lobo gets caught off guard, getting punched in the face by Superboy, getting sent into a pile of rocks. Lobo getting back up, being incredibly angry by this point, saying that's it. Pretty much saying the main man's gonna end this right now. Pretty much him whistling, having his bike attack Superboy's. Superboy sees Lobo's bike attack his. He looks back down where Lobo is, and Lobo straight up socks Superboy so hard in the jaw sends him flying over Nightwing. Nightwing starts fighting towards, or trying to fight Lobo, but nothing really avails. Pretty much Nightwing tells Halo to fly Forager out here and get him to safety, and then pretty much the rest of the group tries to take down Lobo. Pretty much Lobo sees Halo about to fly off with Forager, but gets stabbed in the chest by pretty much Lobo's attractable whatever type of grappling hook gun, pretty much stabbing Halo, presumably killing her. Now, basically, Rex wakes up in that quick second as he's out and pretty much looks over to Halo's dead corpse or body, presumably getting back up, looking towards pretty much Lobo, saying, "You're dead." Pretty much Rex running towards Lobo, pretty much Rex feeling a lot of pain. Now, this would be the day before the full moon, so Rex would be able to transform for about a quick second until the full moon for the night. So pretty much Rex runs towards Lobo, grabbing him in the face, him pretty much growing hair, his bones breaking, and pretty much all of his organs changing into a wolf body, him transforming and pretty much ripping out of his suit. Not ripping out of his suit attracting into one of the pouches here, pretty much the belt on the wolf form. Rex throws Lobo in the ground and starts pummeling and scratching him in the face and also other stuff. Pretty much Lobo grabbing pretty much Rex, throwing him into a wall. Rex gets back up but starts getting pummeled by Lobo after Rex, when he gets back up, transforms back into human form, his suit going back around his body. Lobo starts pummeling the absolute life out of Rex. Rex healing pretty fast, but about to die at this point because Lobo straight up just pummeling the ever living life out of Rex. When Lobo's done with Rex, he gets ambushed or gets shocked with electricity and fire from basically what was it? From what you would call it? From Black Lightning and Hyro or Chiro or well, I don't even know his name. I literally forgot his name. So sorry, guys, and I don't have time to look through my speech because I already threw it across the room. So I'm just gonna say I don't know. Halo's love interest. I don't really care for this guy. Literally, I don't even care for this man. But yeah, so basically, they start ambushing Lobo, and then we can switch back to the other story that's happening in this episode 9. But that's that straight up whole entire thing doesn't actually change at all because Rex isn't there and no one knows about Rex there. So that doesn't really change at all. So pretty much Lobo is drowned alive by when we switch back to Lobo, pretty much Nightwing tells Geo to use the floor and pretty much liquefying or making lava underneath Lobo, drowning Lobo in lava. Pretty much Forager looking at the lava saying, "Am I okay?" Pretty much them looking towards the lava after the lava dries and hardens, looking around seeing if Lobo's still alive. And they quickly get answered by a nope when Lobo jumps out of the lava, pretty much full on just back and in commission. Pretty much Lobo gets caught off of guard, getting attacked by the rest of the group the same way that I did in canon. Basically, them Artemis shooting multiple arrows, Geo throwing multiple fire blasts and attacks towards Lobo, and pretty much Lobo being caught off guard by fake versions of Forager that's being made by Halo. Pretty much Halo gets hit or almost gets tried, or like Lobo tries to hit her after him finding out or seeing that she's behind the fake foragers, saying to cut it out, trying to punch Halo. Halo making a force field around her, pretty much Lobo getting caught off guard, still by the same attacks Artemis and Geo is throwing. Pretty much Lobo gets popped back a little bit. Pretty much when Forager gets caught by, or presumably Forager gets caught by Lobo, Lobo starts pounding into Forager, basically Black Lightning and the rest of the crew trying to stop Lobo, but also Rex jumping into the mix, trying to push back Lobo, but Rex getting punched in the gut so hard that a couple of his ribs break, and him getting grabbed by the head, pretty much getting pulled up to the being pulled up from the sky, saying, "You really need to learn to stay down." Pretty much throwing Rex into the wall, breaking Rex's neck. presumably everybody thinking Rex is dead. But Rex isn't. Rex starts healing a little bit. And Rex never died, so Rex starts healing a little bit. Basically, his body slowly healing, trying to regenerate itself. Basically, Rex starts getting back up slowly, but falling down to the ground, still being in major pain from his neck. So basically, Lobo starts fighting everybody else, but gets pushed, but eventually gets to what is it to be, or they think is pretty much what you call it, Forager getting smashed and killed. After Lobo kills Forager, he flies off and leaves everybody gone, pretty much saying goodbye, Mutt, looking towards Rex. Rex still in pain, but pretty much getting tended by Black Lightning. Black Lightning saying, "Are you okay, Rex?" Rex saying, "Yeah, I'm good." Pretty much saying to check on Forager, looking and bending his neck towards Forager, saying, "What happened?" Pretty much, like Black Lightning says, "Stay down," and pretty much runs over to Forager's dead corpse. Pretty much, we get met. Pretty much everybody gathering around Lobo. For what Lobo did to Forager, but them being caught off, and Forager comes from behind a rock pile, pretty much saying that I shed my exoskeleton to full, Lobo into thinking he killed me. Blah blah blah. Pretty much him just being in some sort of fleshy, pinkish skin underneath all that exoskeleton stuff. Him looking super soft. Pretty much Rex saying, "Can I poke you?" Pretty much Forager being confused. Pretty much Rex is going ahead, poking Forager in the chest, the head, and also the legs, saying, "You're pretty squishy, like slime." Pretty much Forager says, "Please stop." Forager doesn't like it. Pretty much Rex says, "Okay, okay." But before he walks off, and thinking that Forager told, Rex to stop, pretty much Rex slaps Forager in the arm, saying, "Wow, that's literally like slapping, well, it's like slapping Jello, bro. It's like super fleshy, but so squishy at the same time." Pretty much Forager says to stop touching me. Pretty much Rex saying, "Sorry, it's just so satisfying." So basically, after Forager thanks everybody for risking life and limb to save him, pretty much Rex saying, "Yeah, feelings mutual." Pretty much everybody having a pretty good ending. Now we can switch to the rest of the group, and pretty much lady or whatever, Lady Shiva, pretty much shows up saying it's a new person on the, well, castaways, or the new group of superpowered teenagers. Pretty much, he calls himself Rex. He's some sort of werewolf, pretty much metahuman. But they call him an actual werewolf, so I don't really know. He may actually be a werewolf. Pretty much, well, everybody being kind of kind of curious at, if the boy can turn us, and maybe we can have extra abilities, and maybe we can become stronger. Pretty much Vandal Savage saying, "I've only met one werewolf my whole entire eternity of living, and I killed it." Pretty much, everybody is talking about this, but they talk about the same thing they did in canon, still saying everything they did. Now, guys, I'm going to leave it off here, guys. So, part 2 would be about episode 10, and maybe episode 11 if episode 10 is too short for the video. Now, guys, hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys like and subscribe. And as always, guys, have a blessed day. But also, guys, I got you my view time up. So if you have any friends that would like to see this, or like to see this video, just send them the video. Just send them the video, or just show your friends. So see you guys later. Bye. Deuces as always, guys. Have a blessed day.